Hello, this is the final video upload from Josh LeVay Baird for 21st Century Teaching and Learning. And the purpose of my presentation to everyone today is to share the artifacts of my live binder and to articulate the process of my individual decision making, why I chose to do things the way I did for the various assignments we had. My hope is that everyone will learn about integrating technology in the classroom, as well as identify many of the marks of my learning over the past 6 weeks of the course. You should all see that choices were made with the intention of having meaningful learning outcomes. So rather than just reading everything on my live binder, you can see it yourself. I'm going to present to you, kind of give you choice, an understanding why I made the choices I did. On the very first tab, our cover tab, I put my mission statement right at the very top, with the focus being on all the different themes of this class and my mission statement of having 21st century teaching and learning. It's going to encompass many themes, many of the problems and the uncertainties of the future that our students are growing up in, and we'll see as they get older. They need to be proficient in technology. Technology is driving, changing our world and how we communicate and express ourselves in this world in very quick and different, profound ways. And so it's important as teachers that we use technology in planned, purposeful ways as technology is prevalent in our students' lives. And so my first page really goes into why I have such a long mission statement about this being a global society in which we share many of the same problems and need for resources. It also identified the difference between technology use and integration. I felt that was a point worth bolding. And I also gave quite a thorough explanation of the role of state and national standards. My reasoning for doing both of this is technology use and integration. We have to understand how we use terms and the differences between certain things within this context of technology. We also need to know that what we do as teachers, we adhere to the highest standards, and we expect our students to be proficient in standards. And so there are standards for 21st century skills that should encourage us to be better educators and enable us to work to meet all the needs of our students. The second tab is a collection of all of our learning team sees bibliography of many resources. That was a selection where just a lot of great resources, a lot of sharing of different spots that we looked up, and pretty meaningful for any of us to be able to look at everyone's various writings and information and applications available. Then the next tab I'm going to just talk to real quick is media application scenarios. And what that encompassed was how to basically use technology in purposeful and meaningful ways according to various scenarios. And so each of these students in all these various classrooms have various needs and are at various levels and spots in their learning and day-to-day lives and development. And technology and its uses and applications and the way we use it, the way we have it involved in our group work, it all needs to be done in meaningful and positive ways. And this is a selection of websites, as well as resources and spots where we might come across some of these scenarios in our own teachings. My Lunch and Learn, it's PowerPoint. Did that as a lesson to basically promote best practice for educators in my building. The following tab after this one is going to be Emerging Trends in Educational Technology, talking about that alignment between the developments and how technology is not only developing, but it's bringing about challenges and changes and trends that are happening that are all motivating and interacting with each other. There's 3 different types of impacts, as far as some are short term, some are medium term, some are longer term. This tab I selected, and the way I presented the ideas, I thought PictoChart really put precise themes and explanations for many of the challenges and what the trends are, what the data is showing. Another tab we have is our cyberbullying lesson plan from Learning Team C. Again, it had our lesson plans addressing cyberbullying and its consequences, as well as having our acceptable use policy. This was uploaded, and many of the decisions behind it was cyberbullying is prevalent in our society, and as educators, it's important that we're aware of it, we acknowledge it, and we use technology in proper ways to protect our students. Finally, the last parts we have, I have another video upload about legal and ethical issues. There's a couple uploads I have on my LiveBinder in addition to this final upload. Overall, I thought setting up the tabs the way I did, it covered all the assignments we had to do, but it also gave me some opportunities to use sub-tabs and add additional layers of information. I had used an e-portfolio when I got my teaching certification and graduated from the University of Iowa. Be 4 years coming up this May. But this is the most I've used a LiveBinder of sorts since then. A sort of online documentation artifact creating. I think more than anything, this shows me another avenue that I need to explore with my learning team and our technology department as a way to document the learning being done in the classroom and that standards are being met. I hope everyone enjoyed this presentation, and feel free to leave whatever comments or feedback you've got. I'd look forward to it. So, all the best.